Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I noticed a lot of people don't really view my channels or subscribe. It'd be nice if I had people subscribe and view. I mean, in a sense, these guys, some of you viewers can learn from my gameplay. I know I ain't a pro, but you can also learn from my mistakes on what not to do, you know. But I'm starting out a YouTube channel due to the fact I suffer from cervical spinal stenosis. Last April, I had neck surgery on C6 disc. They wanted to do a spinal fusion. I said, hell no. Because of the spinal fusion, you're limited on neck movement. And me suffering with ADHD, I'm always turning my head looking around. And, and yeah, I was a special ed student because when I was in kindergarten or first grade, one of the two, I had pneumonia. I had it so bad. I was out of school in a hospital for at least a month and a half. They had me in an induced coma on a ventilator. My airway, my throat was about the size of a ink pen, about that big, you know. They had to have a tube in my throat to help me breathe. And I was pretty much in there, yeah, for about a month. When I got out, school right away decided, oh, you got ADHD, you gotta be put on these medications. I was put on, what do you call, Ritalin, 20 milligrams, and it was giving me headaches, so they knocked me down to 5. And then it wasn't working, so they bumped it back up to 25 milligrams. Then down to 20, then down to 15, then it was back up to 25. It pretty much, it was always up and down, always up and down. I was like a walking zombie, thanks to the doctor that prescribed it to me. And it wasn't working at all. I was on Ritalin until I was about 16 or 17. And I was dealing with a lot of emotional problems. I think it was due to the medication I was on. And, being bullied in school, pushed around, name called, and all this stuff. And because I wasn't smart, but I was smart. I wasn't book smart. I was basically antisocial. My communication skills were really bad. But I dropped out of school at 10th grade, stopped taking Ritalin because what it was doing to me, it was affecting me really bad. Affecting with my learning, affecting with my communication, and stuff like that. Then plus being bullied in school. 17 years old, started working at local sawmills. piling boards, um, clean up, piling logs that were partially cut on each side, 8 to 16-foot logs. That was fun. I thought it would always look like a workout until 2011. One day I was moving my tarantula tank. I had a rose-haired tarantula, and I was moving her tank out to clean it out. I already had her out and put her in a jar. Pretty good size, good size little terrarium that I used to put her in when I cleaned out the tank. Well, I got the tank cleaned out as I was putting it back in. Blew out a disc in my lower back, L4, L5 disc. And then after that, I started getting into medic. I was basically medicated for pain management. Nexia 7.5s and Lortab 10s, and they also put me on steroid pills, which really got me like agitated, aggravated, and stuff like that. So they took me off of that and kept me on the lower tabs and Anexias, and it'd take the pain away for a while, yeah, because I'm higher than a freaking kite, you know, but it wasn't taking away the pain. Eventually, it started getting worse, and then I got pretty much laid off from my job in 2013 due to me being a liability of, to work. Liability meaning if I get hurt on the job, like with my lower back, they are liable to pay my medical expenses like medication, operation, and whatever else was going on. So I went to a different job site, applied, never told them about my back or anything like that, and pretty much worked until 2015. And around that time, 2015 in January, we had a rainstorm, and it pretty much froze. Usually around in January, up in the northern climates, we do get rain and it'll freeze. Around in January, February, it'll turn to ice right away because we got snow on the ground. You know, warmer air meets cold air, it freezes right away. Anyway, I had an old neck injury that totally forgot about as since I was a kid. Took a jump on a pedal bike around when I was around 7 or 8 years old, and in midair you can't stop a bike. I was heading straight for the siding of a garage. Usually, when you brace for impact, you put your head down and duck for cover. Put my head down, duck for cover. Front tire hit the side of the garage, which slammed me forward and hit the top of my head, crushed C4 to C7 discs in my neck. C6 back in 2015 found out I had cervical spinal stenosis, and I've been trying for disability since I found out about it, and I couldn't work because it was another liability, and they found out about my back. So they let me go, told me I'm a liability for their job. And I tried for disability. They told me I'm capable of working. I just can't climb ladders. I can't do heavy lifting. I cannot work at the same job I worked before, the types of jobs I was used to, because of my lower back being so bad and my neck being so bad. April of 2021, had neck surgery, C6 disc replacement. They wanted to do a spinal fusion. I said hell no, due to the fact that, you know, I suffer from ADHD. Any type of movement, I'm looking around, and that's where this game comes into play. That's where all my recordings on my channel come into play. I'm trying to make a YouTube channel, you know, to make a little bit of income for myself and, you know, help out others that are in need. I mean, I live on welfare. I lived in a tent for, I don't know, about 8 months from springtime of March of 2015 till January 8th of 2016. No, 2017. It was 2016 and 2017. March 8th, 2016. I got kicked out of my girlfriend's place because at the time I was heavily drinking. The doctor I was seeing, he wasn't giving me meds I need for pain. He was giving me Motrin 800 to take 6 times a day, which is a very high dosage of Motrin 800. Motrin 800, you only can take at least 2 to 4 a day. But he told me to take it 6 times a day. And it wasn't doing nothing for me. Then he wanted to do a CT scan of my brain to find out if I was crazy in the head. Because he started saying, "Oh, you're nuts. You're crazy in the head because you ain't got no pain. You're not dealing with no pain." But yeah, he wanted me to see a doggone surgeon for my neck to do a spinal fusion, and I denied it. And that doctor even told me he ain't gonna operate on me if I'm chewing tobacco or smoking cigarettes. But all in all, yes, I did have an alcohol problem. My ex-girlfriend kicked me out of her place because of the fact of me drinking heavy and complaining about my neck all the time. So one day she pretty much told me, "Get out of the house. Here's the tent. Here's your stuff. There's a spot down by the lake you can stay at. It's springtime now. You can stay there for the whole summer and figure out what you're gonna do with your life." Throughout the whole summer, sat there by the lake, trying for disability, and first time got denied. I appealed it far enough to where I took it to court, and the federal judge told me, "You're capable of doing a sit-down job." And I asked him, "Well, what type of sit-down job?" He's like, "Well, people make money streaming, doing streams on YouTube, and I see you like doing PC gaming all the time. Why don't you try that?" I was like, "Alright." Then he's like, "Well, you could also do sit-down jobs where you're working online, doing trade, like marketing, doing marketing and all that. Most marketing jobs you gotta pay for the training. And that's around anywhere from $350 to $1,400 training. The ones I've seen. Then I've seen some with Amazon, but you got to pay up front. Most of these online jobs that for the training, you got to pay up front. And I was like, okay, I ain't got the money to do this. Take it out of my check when I do my first sales and stuff like that. They're like, no, you can't do it that way. You gotta do it this way. So I figured the year before, I figured, no, last year it was. When I get my stimulus check, I'll go out, buy me a gaming series laptop for now. Cause I used to play War Thunder ever since 2013, off and on all the while. And as the game kept on updating and stuff like that, the graphics got more and more, what do you call, stronger. You'd have to have a better graphics card instead of using just a plain old uh, regular workplace backup laptop, whatever you call it, with no graphics card in it, just a um, regular uh, Intel card in it, Intel processor, regular processor instead of graphics card as a backup. But anyway, I started streaming. Yeah, this is my first year of doing streaming of gaming, and yes, I mean this is hard to do. I stream live on Twitch, and I do recordings on YouTube. I notice I don't get much views. I had at least 16 subscribers. Now it dropped down to 11. And me, this is pretty much my only hope to get make an income out of it, to make a living. Because anywhere I work, like any type of job I try to apply for, I'm a liability to work due to my back and my neck. Yes, I could sit there and work and be taking my pain meds all day long, no problem. But then when my pain meds wear off, I'm in so much pain, I gotta sit there in bed and lay down for at least 2 or 3 days. I mean, there's been times I haven't even played War Thunder for 3 or 4 days. And my friends would ask me, "What's going on with you? Are you okay?" And I tell them, "Well, not really. My back's acting up. My neck's hurting. And stuff like that. I can't really do anything." But what I'm trying to say is, please help me with my channel, subscribe. I'm trying to do other things with my channel, like metal detecting for float copper along the roads. I find small chunks about maybe some are about an inch in diameter, 3, 4 inches long. Other ones are small ones, and stuff like that. My biggest one I ever found so far in my metal detecting hobby was 4.6 pounds, and it was mostly rock. And I noticed I got more views doing the metal detecting things than I do with recordings. I'll admit I ain't good at playing War Thunder. I'll have my good days and then I'll have my terrible days where I'll just totally play like crap. But I do also have a Patreon account out for whatever. If people want to donate a little bit, that's good. If you guys want to subscribe, that's even better. Um, I do almost recordings almost daily on here, and some of the videos, like if I don't see any views on the videos, I'll delete the video. I'll remove it because there ain't no sense of keeping a video out there that nobody's watching. And most of my videos I see, I get 2 or 3 views, and I'm like, is this even worth trying? I mean, is it worth trying to do videos for YouTube? Even live streams. Is it worth trying this? Is it worth trying to become my content creator for YouTube and Twitch? I mean, there is a lot out there that get millions of views. Yes, I understand that. Like Bowtime, Fly Daily, bunch of other streamers that stream on Twitch, YouTube, and you know Reddit or whatever, or TikTok, not Reddit. But you know, if you look at my name, I didn't get the old guard for nothing. The old guards are the ones that are been here since pretty much beta testing, alpha testing. I remember when it was just USA, Germany, and Russia, and Great Britain. I think Japan was there, I'm not sure. Or was it USA, Germany, and Russia? But it was just basically planes. We had these, the Kingfishers. Nobody now has the Kingfishers. Nobody has them. Only the old guards. I mean, this game has came a long way from planes. And I think our first tanks that we had were M2A4, M2, LVTA1, M13, M2A2 were the first tanks for US trade, and Russia was the T-34s. Yeah, all the T-34s were out. I remember that. All the Shermans were around. I remember that when they first came out, because I'll admit I did a run on one because everybody was all together checking out each other's tank. And they were just like testing out damage effects. I came in with my Catalina. Was it Catalina or one of the bombers? It was either the Catalina or the B-25J. But it came in with a couple thousand pound bombs and dropped the bombs on pretty much the enemies, and all my teammates were right there. I pretty much killed everybody in that spot. Imagine having a fine of 5.2 million silver lions because you killed your teammates. And I got kicked out of the game for a couple months. But anyway, if you guys do like my stuff, give it a like. If you want to see different content, comment. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. I mean, I'm basically in the verge of struggling. I'm actually literally struggling through life right now because of my medical condition and stuff like that. And it's just depressing. I try to make good content, I try to be good, but you know, doing recordings and stuff like that, and trying to be good at the same time is kind of hard. Yes, I make fun with it. I enjoy playing the game. I don't diss on the game about how lag is. My ping is always good now since we got fiber optic. I mean, for me, living off welfare is just, it's pathetic. Cashing in pop cans for a couple bucks is pathetic. Doing streams and not getting many, a lot of good subscribers is pathetic. Not many viewers, and it's like, do I continue trying with with gaming? Do I continue trying doing these streams? Or should I just say heck with the recordings of YouTube and go straight to Twitch and just do live streams 4 hours straight, 12 hours straight, 16 hours straight? I could do 16 hours. I've done 16 hours when I didn't have premium. I've grinded out from 5.7 all the way up to the dog, all the way up to the Abrams, all the way up to this dog right here, the M1 Abrams. From 5.7 all the way up to him, no premium. Took me 4 months on four nations: US, Germany, Russia, and Great Britain. And once we got into the events, where to grind the IS-7 T-34E, I turned around, got the T-34E, and then I got the blueprints for the IS-7, turned around, sold them all the parts. Even got blueprints for another T-34E, sold it. I made 75 bucks. Bought the Abdul HVG, the G91R4, and then I bought me premium. First time I ever paid for premium using Gadget coins. and like the T30, that was an earn tank off in an event. The F86 35, I spent money on that. Within the 5 years since the first 5 year anniversary, I probably spent just Steam gift cards, $20 Steam gift cards. I saved up a bunch of money for that. I went ahead and bought the F86 35. I bought MiG 21 SPSK, bought the Su-11, bought the Harrier, got the Thunderbolt for free, got this one for free, bought this one using Gadget. These two I bought trading. The Yak 3 I bought myself. Sweden, I didn't buy no premium vehicle yet, but I've been thinking of getting like the C9015 TML. Israel, I'm thinking of buying the Merkava along with the A5C, or else I might get the A5C and buy the T69 2G for China. Japanese tanks. Let's see, what's the price on this? Probably $50 or $40. 60. But what I've been doing with the Battle Pass vehicles, I'd get them, work my way up to the coupons. M64 coupon. I'm gonna keep the M64 due to the fact that it's premium and it's Chinese, so I could work all my vehicles up to, what is it? What is the M64? M64 is 5.7, but you look at it, you get 770 research progress, 770 percentage of the progress on the research points plus with premium. That's 200%. And you get 540% Silver Lions times 2, 50% on a premium and 75% using a booster. But if you got a 200% booster, that's pretty much, money in the bank. I'm at 48. I just need that, and then I got that, and I'm gonna consume it. Because I ain't selling that. The plane, though, I might sell if I can make it that far. So we got, how many days do we got left? 56 days. It's like 3 months every time for a battle pass. But yeah, I don't know, just please help me out, I guess. I mean, trying to make ends meet. I'm trying to get myself in place. Cause I'm tired of living with my parents in their basement. No, no, I'm just tired of living with my parents. Tired of hearing them argue about the dumbest things. The wind change, a snowflake, a raindrop. I'd rather, be living on my own, probably doing this along with other things. I mean, I got other games I could stream too, PUBG, Squad, stuff like that. But you know, gaming, I'm not no pro at it. I'm not no pro at War Thunder. I'm good at flying, and I know how to stay on a person's tail just by using the keyboard and mouse. It's pretty much easy. Some people are really good at trying to shake me, but I'm really good at staying under six. And most of the time, I'll wait until I could see their movement and I could predict which way they're going to move. And as soon as they hit that move, boom, I shoot them down. Especially using jets. This baby is my love, as you can tell. This baby, service record, let's go. There. Um, Aviation. MiG 21 SPSK 75 175. Uh 358 battles, 48%. Um ain't bad. Air targets just destroyed. That's normal for an average player. Pro players, you won't see that many deaths. 177 air targets destroyed, 38 ground targets destroyed. I made 307 million of gained victory and 324 um, RP convertible research points. But to me, this is my best plane to use for grinding silver because you get the R60s, which I love. I don't use flares. I'll use a cannon. I could use flares, but I don't really. I choose not to because using the cannon, especially if you're going a head-on, you ain't got the cannon. More than likely, you're getting shot down. These guys, the R3Rs, the guidance SARH is pretty good because you got frontal guidance system, and by default, I believe it's ALTF. You got your computer that shows a little square. The little square indicates, you know, if you got a target coming in on you, and that little square indicates a lock on. As soon as it locks on, you use your missile. And you start locking on to the target. Once your target's locked on, you fire away. The closest would be to lock on is 1.49 miles away. By that time, he's firing at you or locking onto you. So basically, once you get locked on, you fire a missile and you strafe left to right, or you go, or no, you don't go straight up because if you go straight up, he's gonna shoot you down. Go straight down, he's gonna shoot you down. You go left or right. With the R3s, these are rear aspect guidance missiles. So if you want to strike a target, you strike from the top down. You know, you're going at like 27,000 feet up in the air. You got a target that's below you. You pick one of the targets that's below you. You can always swoop down, hit your missile lock system. Once it locks on, fire away. But when you fire away, make sure you're ahead of the target. So your little reticle is in the backside of the center. So that way your missile can launch straight ahead instead of if you're straight on the target in the center, he could easily pop off left or right and you won't get the hit. With these ones, maximal overload is 7 Gs. No, 30 Gs. Yeah, maximal overload is 30 Gs. These ones are 15. These ones are 10. These ones are nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna get into gaming a little bit. Sorry for my little confession with my back and neck condition, but that's, it's life for some people. If I was working, yes, I'd be really happy. I mean, I called work the job site today to see if I was able to work, see if I can work there, and they said no, we ain't got a job for you due to your back condition. You're a liability, and you're on narcotic pain meds, so we cannot hire you. As I that's is that the real reason why I can't be hired is because I'm a liability? And he said yes. You could be out there working, and next thing you know, you pick up something that's heavier than you're supposed to pick up. Your doctor says anything over 10 pounds you can't pick up, and you pick up something that's, 100 pounds. You screw up your back, we gotta pay your doctor bill. And if you need surgery, then yeah. And the other thing is, he did mention that there was one of my friends just passed away from there. He got crushed from a machinery because it wasn't, what do you call, blocked up right. It's around 100,000 pound machine, 50, 50 to 100,000 pounds, and him and another guy are working on it. They didn't secure it correctly, and it pretty much crushed my friend and killed him. His son and I are good friends, and the way it looks, they don't want something like that happening to me at the job, especially if I'm medicated, non high dose medication. And I accepted it. I mean, I got two other options: do this, live stream on Twitch, do recordings on YouTube, and and or sorry, I'm eating ghost pepper beef jerky. The juice got into my little bit down into my lungs. Kind of choked there for a little bit. That or else I could do, yeah, do the videos, recording. live streams on Twitch, some live streams on YouTube, and I could also do what I've been doing with my hobby, which is going out picking copper, metal detecting for copper and silver. I but the thing is with that, I'm making only probably, well, my buyer, he pays $6 a pound. Every month I'm making about $250 to $350 or $400 every month. That don't that don't pay expenses. That don't pay food. That don't pay fuel to go out and looking for it. That don't pay for the food when I'm out there looking for it. That don't pay for my chewing tobacco habit or soda. You know, I crunch it all down. Basically, I ain't making shit out of it. Now, if I fall in a big, huge 100 pound, 200 pound chunk of copper, my buyer says that's when the prices go down. All of the little stuff, yes, he'll pay top dollar for. But anything that weighs over 80 pounds, he starts dropping down on the price due to shipping costs, handling, cleaning it, and all that stuff. And I was thinking to myself, so you pay me less. Like, say, I get 200 pound chunk of float copper. You're going to pay me $3 a pound on it? I don't think I'm going to do that route. I might even just say heck with it this year. And when I go out for float copper, I'm going to keep going and keep adding up all that copper. And then near the end of the year, turn around, sell it on eBay. Even if I get like the bigger stuff, anything that's 50 pounds, 80 pounds, or something like that, is a good collector's item for people that collects it. A lot of people pay good money for float copper, especially if it has the green patine on it. Anything that has a bluish green patine on it, like copper does when it starts to condensate, has that greenish color to it. People will pay top dollar for it. But the big part is shipping it. Shipping prices would be around maybe $40, $50 for 80 pound or 100 pounder, 250 pounder, 300 pounder, anything like that, or else even bigger. Then you're talking, you're gonna need a bigger vehicle to haul it. But anyway, that's my discussion about my streaming and that, what I've been seeing, and what I'm doing is questioning myself, should I continue doing videos of me playing? I mean, it's gotten to the point where, do I continue making streams? Do I continue making recordings? Do I continue trying this out? because my average viewers per video at the most was one video. I had 1,740 people viewed one video, and that was me metal detecting for copper and finding a good tone, meaning a big chunk of copper. It was around 98, 99, 88 to 98. In my gaming videos, I've been noticing I haven't gotten much views. 3 at the most. I mean, is this for me? I mean, I am a busy guy. I like doing this. I like making videos and content for people to watch. And yes, it's been a lot of air RB, some ground forces. And each time I've been making the videos, I've been saying, any suggestions, leave a comment. If you like my videos, leave a like. If you want to subscribe to my channel. I mean, I can make a lot of videos of ground forces, helicopters, um, strategically placing myself in places where the enemy can't see me until after I get about 4 or 5 kills off them. Then they go out hunting for me. I could do videos of strafe running with my A4B on players flying low to the ground, avoiding radar contact from the SAMs, and just coming in, bombing the crap out of them, and be out of there before they even know it. Go out, rearm, come back, and do another strafe run right at their spawn. I mean, this game is not is basically a walk in a park for me. But if I ain't getting no comments on what I should do, then I'm just gonna continue streaming flying, flying like crap in my P51 or my Spitfire or P51. Keep grinding Israel all the way up until I get to the KFIR C7, Nesher, Phantom, and Mirage. But if some of you guys are kind and nice, please support my channel, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment on what type of gameplay you want to see. If you want some advice, I do have a Patreon up. If you want to support my patron, leave $1, $2, I don't care. A couple pennies. I mean, I ain't sitting here trying to scam anybody. I ain't rich. I mean, shit. If I was rich, I wouldn't have to worry about doing this shit. But yeah, I've struggled for many years. Most of the stuff I got for gaming, I pretty much worked my butt off here at my parents' place, shoveling off the roof 4 or 5 times this year, breaking off ice that's about a foot thick because the roof started leaking. repairing kitchen, doing other repairs in the house, taking care of things, using my four-wheeler to plow the driveway because I don't like using a snowblower because it hurts my neck and back from the vibration and it kicking back on me. Using my four-wheeler, put it in low gear and just put in first gear and low gear, man, I think I was about half a mile an hour pushing up snow that's at least a foot deep and pushing it out of the way. Got to be careful on that too, because that does hurt my back when I hit the snowbank. Depends how fast I go. But yeah, that's my little rant, my little confession I have about my life, my condition, and why I ain't working. I have a lot of people ask me on Facebook, how come you ain't got a job? How come you're not working? And stuff like that. Reason is, I'm a liability, especially for labor work, but sit down job, I guess this will be my sit down job. Making content. So, on that note, wish you all the best. Enjoy life as it comes. Accept everything that comes to you and move on. Live your life to the fullest. Be happy with it. If you're a gamer like me and you like War Thunder, but there's some issues with it, enjoy it as it comes. I mean, these games came a long way. I mean, it is a lot better than World of Tanks Blitz or World of Tanks because World of Tanks, you see a shell fly at you, you don't see the tank where it came from. You shoot towards the area where the shell came from. You don't get a hit until one your commander or your lead or the commander or the scout inside the tank, the radio operator sees the tank. Till them two see the tank, you ain't gonna get no hits on that tank. That's one thing I hated about that game. I played that game way back in 2012, 2011. I had so many shells fly at me, and where the heck did that come from? And I look, I see where the shell come from. I shoot that way, no hit. But then once the tank appeared, you shoot the tank, boom, he's dead. Oh, you get one shot. So in 2013, I went on Internet Explorer and I searched World War II based flight simulator game. And I went to the fourth page, War Thunder showed up. Free to play. Beta testing. Free to sign up. Signed up, tried it out, because they told me to try it out and give a review. Tried it out, gave a full review, and ever since then, I've been hooked on this game. But y'all have a peaceful evening. morning, afternoon, midday, whatever, wherever you guys are from, whatever country. Y'all stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Be there for your friends when they're in need. You know, lend a helping hand when you can. I mean, that's what I do when I can. Even if I got a little bit of dollar left or a little bit of money left, I help out my friends that are in the Philippines. Some of them need food. Send them money. I'll even had $15 left on one time. I turned around and sent the last bit of my $15 to one of my friends over in the Philippines because they needed food. That's the way I am. I'll give out the shirt off my back even if I'm homeless and that's the only shirt I got left. And that's true shit. So uh, I'm gonna be doing another recording later on this evening. More gameplay. This one I'm gonna leave on my channel. Um, yeah, if you guys got any suggestions on what you want to see in game, leave a comment. If you like my content, leave a like, subscribe. If you don't like my content, that's alright. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. It's your prerogative. Do what you feel is best. Y'all take it easy and take care.